Hey, have you also felt behind learning Japanese this year? Because same. I feel like the borders being closed really unmotivated a lot of people who wanted to go there and couldn't. And so people have been learning the language in order to practice it in the country, and have constant exposure. And I feel like this not happening, a lot of people just lost the motivation to learn because they thought, what's the purpose of learning a language if you can't even practice it? I feel you, because I'm kind of one of these persons, even though I'm actually glad I didn't get to go. I want to give like a full explanation on maybe my future podcast or another video that is coming maybe, where I tell you more about my personal life. I'm glad I didn't go because I realize now that I was going for the wrong reason. Now that doesn't mean that I'm not into Japanese culture and the language. I used to be so passionate about learning new languages, and especially Japanese, because there was the whole culture behind, and I just fell into this kind of trap where you don't really see the why anymore, and you lose interest because you don't really give yourself the time to actually practice and study. And so whenever I had free time, I would rather spend it doing something like editing or filming or scripting, and little by little it wasn't my priority anymore to learn the language. And I struggle a lot these days to just pick myself up and start studying. Actually, if I'm being honest, it's been maybe 6 months since. And it's just too sad because I want to get back to this. I want to get back to a routine of learning, of exposing myself to the language. And even though I don't see a main goal right now, I'm sure that it will come in handy, and even just like learning something new is really important. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and maybe motivate you a little bit to get back into a learning routine that is consistent in order to make progress at home. So it's just self-learning. I don't have any teacher or anything, so if you also want to learn the language but you don't know where to start and you want tips on how to get back and like get the motivation, I'm going to try my best to provide that. Hey, so as you saw earlier, I did a little bit of organization. I organized my workspace so that I don't get distracted. So I removed all sorts of distraction, so that way I'm focused and I'm not like tempted to go look somewhere else. Thankfully, I'm filming with my phone, so I don't have it to like distract me. But if you have your phone near you, I'd suggest just put it away, or maybe turn on the airplane mode. Today we're not going to study, we're just going to assess the damage. I'm going to see what I forgot, what I still remember, things I was working on. And for this, I'm just grabbing my Japanese notebook that I had last year, well, like when I was studying. And actually this same notebook turned into a existential crisis notebook. So I studied a lot of, because when I stopped studying Japanese, I actually started studying something else. On the first page I have my hiragana and katakana that I obviously forgot. I still have some of them, but I need to re-study these. I have the greetings that I still know, I think. Ohayo gozaimasu, ohayo, less formal, konbanwa, hajimemashite. My accent is disgusting. I can't wait to work more on this because we're good. I think we're good for the greetings. So anyways, I'm going to just keep looking and see what I still need to work on. So today is one of my study days. It's Friday, and I actually specified on my schedule that I wanted to study on Monday, Friday, and Sunday because these days are the days where I'm less busy with the whole videos and content creating. Anyways, for Friday, I actually thought I would study at not night, but in the evening, because that's when I know that my brain is most active in the evening. However, I didn't take into account that my sister comes, she's away for work and stuff, so she always comes on Friday. So it doesn't really give me that much time to study because I just sit and talk with her. I have a video to post this evening, so we will be kind of busy. I still haven't done the thumbnail, so I'm studying now. I gave myself an hour and a half, so I reviewed lessons that I already took, and now I want to learn more vocabulary and kanji. And for this, you have so much options. You can watch videos, you can try to read articles, and there are so many options to get more vocabulary. But I think that for me, the easiest way, because I know that I won't give myself enough time to just review an article or read something in Japanese. I just watching an anime would be a lot for me because I just keep myself so busy, and as I said, I don't give myself that much time, and it might be the same for you. Maybe you're working or you have something else to do and you don't have the time to actually go there and just like look for new vocabulary. And this is when apps come in. So you guys know that there are a lot of apps that can help you learn more vocabulary, and I've been contacted by one of them, who is MochiMochi. So thank you to MochiMochi for sponsoring this part of the video. So if you don't know this app, basically it's an app to learn more vocabulary using a specific technique. So they have this algorithm. I'm sorry if you can hear the laptop is going crazy, it's so hot. They have this algorithm that calculates the golden time. Now, what is the golden time? I didn't know what was the golden time, but apparently it's the time like when you are about to forget a word. And so the algorithm calculates when you are about to forget a word. And I guess it works by using the app a lot. You know, when you use an app and an algorithm a lot, it learns. And so it can predict when you are going to forget a word. And so they will just remind you to study during this time. And I think it's like, I've never seen any app do this. Like, I didn't see it personally, but I didn't know that this was possible. And I know that this is something that really helps for people who want to learn on their own. Like, it's so hard to actually sit down and go through articles and like watch videos and just take notes of vocabulary. Like, I know that even if I say I'm going to do it, I won't do it. So I love that the app will hold me accountable for like the progress. And by using this app, you can actually learn about 1,000 kanji a month, which is insane. When I tried on my own with like other apps, I never even I think I learned about 4 or 5, let's say 5 kanji in like the whole period that I was studying. So that was maybe a little bit me. I'm really excited to try it. I actually tried it a little bit before this video, and I really like how it's made. I love the little musics, and it's just very easy to use. Like, it's so easy. Nowadays, the apps just keep on like adding stuff, and it looks really complicated to use. But this one is like, you know, the simplest app I've ever seen, like, to learn vocabulary. I will leave the link for you guys in the description if you wanna install the app and try it for yourself. Let me know how that helps you. It's actually quite good so far. It's just, I don't know, it's really motivating, you know, to just have an app that tells you, hey, it's time to study this vocabulary, and you know, it just repeats, and that's the technique they use. It's just like repetition, and for me it's something that really works like so well, especially if I'm reminded in like at different times of the day so that I don't forget. So yeah, I'm super excited for this, and thank you again to MochiMochi for sponsoring this video, and we're going to go back to it now. Okay guys, I just wanted to end this video very quick and go back to watch my anime. So I just wanted to thank you for watching until the end, and I hope you liked this video and that you found it helpful, that I was able to maybe motivate you to go back and just give it another try. And I just wanted to say, because I know that is the case for a lot of people, if you just lost interest in something, it's completely fine. It happens. It doesn't mean that you're a failure or anything. It's completely normal to just stop and just start something else. I just wanted to say that in case people were being hard on themselves, please don't be. It's completely fine. I'll see you all very soon. Please take care. Bye.